I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States.
Office of President of the United States.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
For Joe Biden, it was an oath 78 years in the making. Now the 46th President of the United States, alongside his history-making Vice President, Kamala Harris, the first woman, first black, first South Asian VP.
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
The pair inheriting a fractured America.
We face an attack on our democracy and on truth, a raging virus, growing inequity, the sting of systemic racism, a climate in crisis, America's role in the world. Any one of these would be enough to challenge us in profound ways.
He called for a stop to pitting red against blue, rural versus urban, conservative against liberal.
This is our historic moment of crisis and challenge, and unity is the path forward.
In our country's moment of crisis, the new commander-in-chief heading straight to work, signing a stack of executive orders.
With the state of the nation today, there's no time to waste. Get to work immediately.
The whole register of the day was different. It was less entertaining and more serious. But almost because we were taking things seriously in the ceremony and in the speech, that was a relief and even a joy to people. It felt like a return to normalcy.
The day began like no other inauguration day in modern history, with the outgoing president breaking with over 150 years of tradition, refusing to attend the ceremony, leaving town early, but vowing to return to the public eye in some form.
Have a good life. We will see you soon. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Donald Trump refusing to show up for the inauguration of Joe Biden and honor our democracy was his last act of vandalism of it.
It was just 2 weeks ago today when these images shocked the nation and the world. Today, the west front of the Capitol reverting to its traditional backdrop.
I literally held my breath as they were walking up the stairs for the ceremony. And then that moment when they walked with their families, where I felt this like peaceful.
One of the heroes of the insurrection escorting Kamala Harris today. Capitol Police Officer Eugene Goodman, who, in a split-second decision, steered a mob away from the Senate chamber at the Capitol. The audience socially distanced, restricted in size due to the pandemic and the threat of violence triggered by the outgoing president still looming. Some members of Congress even wearing body armor to the ceremony.
The fact that it went off well, that we didn't allow fear, we didn't allow individuals who wanted to sacrifice our democracy for their own benefit to succeed.
25 miles of fencing erected around Washington and 35,000 security personnel deployed, an unprecedented level of security to protect guests, including all the living presidents except Jimmy Carter and the now former Vice President Mike Pence. The tone? Somber but hopeful.
Together, we shall write an American story of hope, not fear, of unity, not division, of light, not darkness, a story of decency and dignity, love and healing, greatness and goodness.
Lady Gaga sporting a dove with an olive branch.
This land is your
J-Lo injecting some Latina pride into the occasion.
This land is my land.
And country singer Garth Brooks, a Republican, encouraging viewers at home to join together.
If I can ask you to sing this last verse with me, not just the people here, but the people at home, at work, as one, united. Amazing grace.
But it was the National Youth Poet Laureate, Amanda Gorman, reading a poem she wrote after the assault on the Capitol, who captured our imaginations.
When day comes, we ask ourselves, where can we find light in this never-ending shade? The loss we carry, a sea we must wade. We've braved the belly of the beast. We've learned that quiet isn't always peace. in the norms and notions of what just isn't always just is.
The 22-year-old invited by First Lady Jill Biden.
We lay down our arms so we can reach out our arms to one another. We seek harm to none and harmony for all.
She, like Joe Biden, suffered from a speech impediment and overcame that. She is a shining example of what's great about not only our country's present, but our future.
At 78, Biden is the oldest person to be sworn in as president. In 1972, when he was first sworn into the Senate, it was in a hospital next to his young sons, who had been injured in a car accident that killed his wife and infant daughter. Hunter and his half-sister Ashley at their father's side today. His son Beau died of brain cancer during Biden's second term as vice president. 100 miles away at Beau Biden's grave in Delaware, a lone man in uniform silently paying tribute. Vice President Harris honored by her alma mater, Howard University. 49 bells ringing to celebrate Harris as the 49th Vice President of the United States. Women and girls watching Harris breaking barriers.
Madam Vice, it means so much that people look like me in the White House.
As a woman, it's empowering to see a woman vice president. As a mother, it means that my children will not only hear that they can be anything they want to be, they can see it too.
I hope you are a wonderful vice president. I can't believe you are Indian just like me.
Women across the country are wearing their pearls and their chucks in solidarity with this woman who has gotten to this very, very high rung. She stands on the shoulders of giants. She wore her purple for Shirley Chisholm, and her very famous line, which I love, and it gives me chills every time. I may be the first, but I will not be the last.
The chair lays before the Senate 2 certificates of election for the state of Georgia and a certificate of appointment to fill the vacancy created by the resignation of former Senator Kamala D. Harris of California. Yeah, that was very weird. Okay.
As the newly minted VP, Harris swearing in those 3 history-making Democratic senators. Her successor, Alex Padilla, California's first Latino senator, as well as Georgia's new senators, Reverend Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff, the first Black and Jewish senators from Georgia. At just 33, the youngest Democrat elected since Joe Biden in 1972. VP Harris is now the crucial tiebreaker in the Senate with a 50-50 party split, making New York Senator Charles Schumer Senate Majority Leader.
You've got the majority you need, and I think you move forward, and what you do is you hope and you also pressure Republicans to stand up and fight for people too. Republicans won't get off the hook.
Biden begins his presidency with an approval rating of 68%. He and Harris committing to building one of the most diverse cabinets in American history.
I think they understand that in this moment they get the chance to really set the standard for the future.
With a pared-down parade and much less pomp and circumstance, the new administration set to work immediately. Biden's first act as president, those 17 executive orders, one asking Americans to wear face masks for 100 days, others reversing President Trump's most controversial acts, including revoking the so-called Muslim travel ban, rejoining the Paris Climate Agreement, and preserving the DACA program. There was one Inauguration Day tradition left intact, a letter to the new president from the outgoing one, left in the Oval Office, though the contents remain a mystery.
Because it was private, I will not talk about it until I talk to him, but it was generous.
The next order of business, Donald Trump's impeachment trial, once House Speaker Nancy Pelosi sends it to the Senate, which could happen as early as tomorrow. Tonight, a star-studded virtual celebration, including a message from 3 former presidents.
I think all of us discovered that we're at our best when we're all moving in the same direction.
With one theme, unity.
We are bold, fearless, and ambitious. We are undaunted in our belief that we shall overcome, that we will rise up.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.